we are discussing about electric potential and capacitance. In the last session, we solved some problems. In those problems, the main problem is how to calculate null potential between two charges. Okay, we have to practice that problem. That is very important problem in the annual examination. Now, today we are going to discuss about equipotential surfaces. First, we see what is the definition for equipotential surfaces. Here, the name itself, equipotential surface. Meaning of that one, if you take a surface, on the surface, the potential at any point is equal. That is called equipotential surfaces. Okay. So, see one example. For example, here I take a charge. And around this charge, if I consider a surface which is equal distance from charge in all directions. Now, the potential formula we know, V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Here Q is constant. On this circle, at any point, the distance from charge is constant. So, here, if you consider any point on this circle, the potential at any point will be equal. This surface can be called as equipotential surface. Similarly, if you take another surface around that charge, then also any point on this surface is at equal distance from the charge. So, here also the potential at any point on this surface is equal. If you take another surface around the charge, then also the potential at any point on this surface is also same. These can be called as equipotential surfaces. For example, when we consider distance between this surface and charge is less comparing to this surface and less comparing to this surface. Here we take potential V1, here it is potential V2, here it is potential V3. Meaning of that one, in this surface at any point the potential is constant, that is V1. And in this surface at any point the potential is V2. In this surface the potential at any point is V3. These can be called as equipotential surfaces. Now we define the equipotential surface is electric potential at every point on the surface is same, called equipotential surfaces. See once again, the definition of equipotential surface is the potential at any point on the surface is equal or same, then that type of surfaces can be called as equipotential surfaces. Now we see some examples for equipotential surfaces. See here, for example, if I consider there are some surfaces, this is, I place it, these surfaces are like this, and these surfaces are placed in an electric field. If electric field is taken like this black color is indicating electric field. In that electric field, I place some surfaces. Here it is the electric field. This is one example for the equipotential surface. See here, this electric field is due to certain charge. That charge can be taken as a Q. Due to this point charge, an electric field can be formed. The electric field lines are always diverge, are moving away from the charge. Now in that, if I place the surfaces, then any point on this surface is at a equal distance from this point charge. For example, see here, from point charge to any point on this surface is distance should be equal. Then if you take potential on this surface, that is V1, V1 is constant, that is same potential at any point. Similarly, if you take any point, at any point the potential should be constant, that is called V2. If you take this surface, on this surface is also potential should be constant. Okay, this type of surfaces should be taken as the equipotential surface. This is the one example for the equipotential surface. Okay, See another examples. When you take pair of charges are one positive, one negative, or both are similar charges. Okay. If for example, if I take the second example as two charges I consider, one is the positive charge and another one is the negative charge. When positive and negative charges are taken, how the equipotential surfaces can be drawn? All of you know that when two charges are non-identical, both are opposite charges, then the force of attraction between them is force of attraction can be present. Due to that reason, see this, the surfaces around this positive charge is aligned in this manner. Here the inside surfaces are nearer to each other and outside surfaces are far from each other. In the similar way, here also we take it is negative charge. See this, in the inside the distance between these surfaces is less, in the outside distance between these surfaces will be more. So this is one example, and here we take two unlike charges. Between these two charges, force of attraction will be there. Due to that force of attraction, these surfaces are nearer to each other and outside far. Similarly here also nearer to each other and here far. So this is the diagram for the two unlike charges can be taken. In the similar way, if you take the like charges are, for example, this is a positive charge and also I take the another positive charge. When we take positive charge, the lines are drawn in this manner. You know that when we consider the like charges, due to like charges, force of repulsion can be present. When the force of repulsion is there, due to that repulsion, outside the surfaces are nearer to each other and inside the surfaces are far from each other. So this is the equipotential surface drawn for the like charges and unlike charges. This is the important for one more question. See here, when we consider the unlike charges, when unlike charges are taken, then inside between the two charges, the surfaces are nearer to each other and outside the surfaces are far. In the similar way, when we consider the like charges, in between them force of repulsion can be there. Due to the force of repulsion, inside surfaces are diverge, means far to each other, and outside surfaces are nearer to each other. So like that we are going to draw the equipotential surfaces. Okay. See, what is the equipotential surface? The equipotential surface at a point is having the equipotential surfaces are having the potential is same at each and every point. That can be called as equipotential surfaces. Here some examples for equipotential surfaces are, when we take an electric field, in the electric field we place the parallel surfaces, then the potential at this point in this surface, at any point the potential is same. In the similar way, in the second surface, at any point the potential will be same. In the similarly third surface also. Here we take V1. V1 is the potential at any point will be same. Here it is taken as V2 and here it is taken as V3. So these can be called as equipotential surfaces. Here you have to remember, these two are not having equipotential. It is all the points in this surface is having equal potentials, and all the points in this surface is having the equal potential, but these two surfaces are having different potentials. Why? Because if you take a charge here, from the charge this surface is nearer, this surface is far. Depend upon the distance, the potential can be changed. Remember that point. This is equipotential surface with potential V1. This is equipotential surface with potential V2. This is another equipotential surface with the potential V3. In the similar way, second example is we take unlike charges. When unlike charges can be taken, the force of attraction can be present. Due to that reason, inside the surfaces are nearer to each other and outside the surfaces are far to each other. And similarly, when you take the example 3, these are the like charges. When like charges are taken in between two charges, force of repulsion can be there. Due to the force of repulsion, inside the surfaces are far to each other, outside the surfaces are nearer to each other. Now, see the properties of equipotential surfaces. This is an important 3-mark question. First, in this, the equipotential surface definition, 1 mark question is given, and to draw the equipotential surfaces, that is also given as 1 mark. Now, this is very important concept, that is properties of equipotential surfaces. Generally, this question is given in 3-mark question. See here, the first property is work done to move a charge on equipotential surface is 0. See here, for example, I consider it is an equipotential surface. What is the meaning of equipotential surface? At any point on the surface, the potential is same. Here I take 2 points. This is point A and here it is point B. And here there is a potential, that is VA. Here the potential can be taken as VB. If I want to move a charge from point A to point B, that charge can be taken as Q. I want to move a charge Q from point A to point B. Then you know what is the work done formula? Work done is equal to Q into potential difference between A and B, that is VAB. Q into VAB is nothing but VA minus VB. But this surface is known as equipotential surface. What is the condition of equipotential? Equipotential surface means potential at any point is equal, that is VA is equal to VB. When VA is equal to VB, what about this one? This is 0. The work done to move a charge in the equipotential surface is 0. This is the first property. And see the second property. The second property is equipotential surface and electric field both are perpendicular to each other. So see here, another important points property, equipotential surface and electric field both are always perpendicular to each other. For example, take the remember that first example. The first example here I take, it is the equipotential surface. In this equipotential surface is having a electric field E bar in this manner. So these are the field lines. Field lines are, remember, means representing in the direction of this pen, and if you take your hand, this represents the surface. When you place the surface in this manner, then it is the surface and it is the electric field. So both are making 90 degrees to each other. Remember the second property. The second property is equipotential surfaces and electric field both are perpendicular to each other. And the third property is equipotential surfaces are never intersect. This is also another property. The third property is equipotential surfaces are not intersect or never intersect. See this. For example, if you take one equipotential surface, this equipotential surface is having same potential at any point, that is taken as a V1. You take another surface, it is having the potential at any point on this surface, it is taken as a V2. When we combine these two surfaces, that is formed in this manner. When we combine these two surfaces, it is formed in this manner, like that. Here these two edges are combined. When these two edges are combined, this side we have the potential V1, this side we have the potential V2, and these two potentials are combined at this point. Now this surface is not a equipotential surface. Remember this. This is a equipotential surface at any point potential same. This is a equipotential surface at any point potential is same. But whenever we combine these two, this surface is not having potential as equal. So this is not equipotential surface. So due to that reason, the equipotential surfaces cannot intersect each other. See this important 3 mark question. Remember the properties of equipotential surfaces. See what are the properties of equipotential surface? I already explained you. First property is work done to move a charge on equipotential surface is 0. Why? Because the potential at any point will be same, so the total work done become 0. The second property is electric field always perpendicular to the equipotential surfaces. See the examples, you can easily understand. Next one is third property, equipotential surfaces never intersect. If we place two equipotential surfaces one on each other, then the potential can be changed. So the equipotential surfaces cannot intersect. See students, the next topic is relation between electric field and electric potential. So this is also one of the important question in this chapter. We have number of 3 mark questions, very important. That is, previous one is electric properties of electric potential. Now this is another important property, another important question, that is relation between electric field and electric potential. See, we have to take relation between field. Field represent with E and potential represent with V. So here I consider equipotential surfaces. 2 can be taken. These 2 are equipotential surfaces, and here it is the electric field. These red lines are representing electric field. In that electric field, we place 2 surfaces. Here it is the first surface. It is having the potential V at any point. Means equipotential means V is the potential at any point. And here the second surface, it is also having the potential is same at any point. I assume that potential is V plus dV. Meaning of that one, comparing to this one, this is having some value is more. So the potential at any point on this surface is V. Potential at any point on this surface is V plus dV. Now a small charge, we are assuming this is point A, this is the point B on second surface. A small charge dq is moving from point A to point B. Here work is always done against the electric field. The field direction is like this. We move the charges in opposite direction. So we have to do certain work here. And a small charge dq is moving from A to B, and this distance can be taken as dx. We assume the distance to move the charge from A to B can be taken as dx. Okay. Now here I consider the two equipotential surfaces. One surface is having potential V, the second surface is having potential V plus dx, and I want to move a small charge dq from point A to point B. The distance is dx, and here we do work always against the electric field. Electric field direction is upward. We move the charges in downward direction. Now from this, here we know the work done to move charge dq. What is the work done to move charge dq? That is nothing but a small work done dw. Why? Because I take a small charge. So generally we take the small work done. dw is equal to dq into potential difference VAB. That is nothing but dq into, how to write VAB? VB minus VA. That is dq into, what is VB? VB is nothing but V plus dV. And what is VA? V minus V. And here V and V cancel. Now work done to move the charge from A to B is dq into dV. This is taken as equation 1. But already we know from the definition. What is the definition of work done? The work done is equal to force into displacement, or F bar dot dx bar. Here it is written as F into dx into cos theta. But see here, field is in upward direction, and again we are going to write the force is nothing but force is equal to charge into field, or force per unit charge is known as electric field. So we are going to write the force as dq into E into dx cos. Here what is the theta? Theta is nothing but field is in upward direction where the displacement of the charge is in downward direction. That angle can be taken as 180 degrees. Now substituting here, dw become minus dq into E into dx. This is taken as equation 2. But we have to find what is the relation between E and V. To take that relation, equation 1 and equation 2 both are same. Equating those two means equation 1 is equal to equation 2. That is minus dq into E dx is equal to dq into dv. In this, dq and dq is cancel. From this we write E. E is equal to minus dv by dx. What is the means? What is the relation between the electric field and potential? The rate of change of electric potential with respect to the distance is known as the electric field. See students, this is important question. Number of times they given in the examination. Relation between electric field and electric potential. I consider two equipotential surfaces placed in a electric field. Here one surface is having potential V, the other surface is having potential V plus dV. I want to move a charge from point A to point B. Now we have to find what is the relation between E and V. For that we consider the work done. The work done to move a charge from A to B is nothing but the charge into potential. That is dq into Vv minus Va. Here V is taken as Va is V, Vb is taken as V plus dV. Substituting here, we obtain the first equation. The work done to move the charge is dq into dV. That is equation 1. The second equation is, we already know, work done general formula is F bar dot dx bar, that is force into displacement. Here force is due to this electric field, displacement is nothing but dx. When we observe, force and displacement both are in 180 degrees to each other. So angle is 180, where force is nothing but charge into electric field. Here electric field is E, charge is dq. That is substituted here. We get the second equation. By taking that first and second equations are equating, the charge is cancelled. So from that E is equal to minus dV by dx. Now we said the electric field is the rate of change of electric potential with respect to the distance of the charge moved. So this is the relation between electric field and electric potential. In the next session, we discuss about the potential energy. Thank you.